Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have been having that error code. This account is already logged in. Please try again, server click, whatever code that was. But, yeah. I know this title says resolved, but yeah, it was resolved for me. I didn't actually find like a resolution to it, but just to clear that up, this is not a resolution video to that error. But this is me saying that my issue got resolved with that. And the reason it got resolved is not because of TERA's administration, but because of Sony having a lovely software update just yesterday in the morning. And now I can finally log back onto the servers. Fortunately, that kicked everybody off the servers when they did that update. But yeah, I pretty much put in a final ticket to this game for that error. Usually you would come to the title screen and you click on a server that has one of your characters and you'll get that display saying this account is already logged in. Please try again with another server. But yeah, since that system software update, I have been logged in. I have been able to log in again. That fixed it. Ooh, sorry about that. Hmm. Yeah, so now I can log back onto this game. I keep saying that, I don't know why. But anyway, let me get to the reasoning as to what I think happened. Last time I had logged off this game was turning my system off into rest mode, and that was my first time ever doing that. Was putting my system into rest mode while my character was still standing in the game. Now I don't know if that was an error for you guys or if it just happened to me, so that might not be the exact reason for everybody else, but I am assuming that is a reason for me because that was the first time I ever put my PlayStation 4 in system restart while the game was still going and my character was still logged into the server. So from now on, when I log off, I'm just gonna go straight to the start menu and system and go to my character so I can just log off through that. And then from there, I'll just go to close application and then turn my system off. And TERA should definitely look into having a disconnect time limit for idle people, because that can actually solve the problem to that like a lot. Like you have all these other MMO games that disconnect you from the server for a certain amount of time, especially this game, GTA 5. You only can be there for like 13 minutes before you get kicked. Or the worst one of all, Black Ops 3. You leave your controller for 10 seconds. 10 seconds and you are just removed from the session. But anyway, this game should really get into that. If you're not playing on your character for at least an hour, you should just get disconnected from the game. Because, yeah, that has been apparently going on for more than what I said in the last video. It said in the last video it was going on since April 9th. But apparently I kept looking into this, and that error has actually been in a bunch of forms since 2013. So for 5 years, they still have not really had a solution to that. I mean, like, why didn't they just kind of, do that then? And this game hasn't been on PlayStation 4 that long. They could have put a time limit on when the character can be connected to a server and then disconnect him from the server or her. Oh boy. Bad time for that person to get on, but oh well. So anyway, yeah. Problem resolved through a system update, and I believe it also would have been resolved through a maintenance and TERA, but in my last video explained that they kept on saying they needed extension on maintenance. Yeah, so I kind of told them in the last they could just kind of force close out my character from the game, but then they gave me some other thing saying I should check my modem, check my Wi-Fi box, make sure my signals are all strong enough and close enough. And there was absolutely no reason for me to, well, I'm not going to say that, but I didn't actually check all that, but it might have worked if I just kind of restarted my modem or restarted my Wi-Fi. What I did do was restart the game, also close application. I shut off my system and restarted it. I reinstalled TERA. None of that worked, but I did not think about restarting my modem and all that. But just the PlayStation 4 disconnecting from the modem from being turned off should basically be the same as, restart. I mean, if it's completely disconnected from the modem and the Wi-Fi from being turned off, that should just pretty much be a reset there. But I don't see how that was, or that could have been a problem. But I'm sure for 5 years, 2013, people have already tried that. So that most likely would not have been a solution anyway. But yeah, the best solution, if any terror administration is watching or anybody who knows an administrator or can like put this in a form, which it should have been already, is disconnect the characters from the game if they're not playing for at least an hour or a certain amount of time. Cause that would be the like ultimate solution to that. 'Cause, I mean, you wouldn't get people keep on getting this error saying the character is still connected. Because some people said the power went out and the PS4 went off and the character was still connected because of that, but they could not like reconnect to it because it was saying it was still logged in. So how can they log out? I mean, if they can't log in. So I will tell Tara this. Please make a limitation on how long an idle character of any race, any class can be logged in before they get kicked out of the game. See, all these other MMO games that came before you and after you has that solution because they are completely aware of that problem. So just fall in line with them and that'll be the best solution. This is the first time I ever played an MMO game and had an error where I could not log into my character because it wouldn't log out and wouldn't disconnect from the server. And that's only because I just did a rest mode on my PlayStation 4. I didn't have a power outage or any type of random network error or problem disconnecting between the networking and the game. I just simply put my system in rest mode while I was still on here, which probably was a bad idea. I didn't know that error existed until I put my system in rest mode on any other MMO game, and it just, simply, took me out of the server. It just automatically went offline. But for some reason with this game, I don't know, it wants to be some type of special and just kind of left me in there connected when I really wasn't connected. So yeah, that would be the best solution. And I myself will try and find some other workaround that besides, I mean, I'm not gonna try and cause the error again. That was troublesome enough. But if anybody else has this error, yeah, just I guess you can restart your modem and Wi-Fi. And most likely you already did that already. Pretty much the simplest thing somebody would try. But yeah, simplistic as that was, I didn't even try that. Because, of course, I turned off my PlayStation 4, which would automatically disconnect you from any server signal you're on. So, kind of really not no reason to try that. But I guess that should have been an option anyway for me. But anyway, yeah, problem has been resolved thanks to the system update, which kicked everybody off. And I'm sure TERA is still working on that for, I don't know, maybe the next more 5 years or so. It's been resolved for PC, so they didn't really have a 5-year extension on maintenance for PlayStation 4 yet, but all right. Can you please resolve it for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? Thank you. And peace out.